So I'm going to watch this wrestling versus jiu-jitsu match with Kyle Calkins.
All right, I'm going to do commentary and try my best to see what's going on. All right, so a lot of head clinching. You can see that the wrestler is keeping his elbows in, and that's
the
what.
jiu-jitsu guy shot in.
Yeah, very aggressive.
Wow.
Obviously pulling half guard, trying to free his head. Looks like the wrestler, I'm not sure what their experience is, but now you can see the jiu-jitsu guy's trying to prevent the crossface. That's why he's really focusing on that. I don't know what his level is. I can't tell.
We'll make sure to take a look once the angle changes.
The wrestler looks like he's just trying to like cradle him and get his head so he can free the leg, but the jiu-jitsu guy definitely using lockdown. It's a good idea to get him, get somebody off, from trying to put their weight like further down, shift it on his head. But
looks like it's a black belt.
Okay,
yeah. Looks like it's a black belt. Or they're just both wearing a black.
Yeah, yeah. I bet you he's gonna try to just explode that right leg out. If I was the jiu-jitsu guy, I don't know if I'd really continue to stay on my side like that. I'd try to see if I couldn't. It depends on what he's doing with his hands, try to get underneath the wrestler and try to get him to put his hands on the floor by, rolling him a little bit.
Makes sense.
But he continues to fight that far arm. Looks like he's trying to just recover a guard, maybe put him in a triangle. Potential back take going on here right now. If I was the jiu-jitsu guy, I'd be focused on that back take. You see that right arm was across the body for a minute. Now, not so much anymore, but...
He's got the socks on.
Yeah.
The wrestler.
This is the one thing that, like I was talking about in that other video, right, is that the wrestling guy decided he did not want to grapple anymore. He stood back up, and the jiu-jitsu guy didn't have an answer, but the answer there was very much the moment that wrestling guy... This way!
Suplex City.
Why would you do it, though? Why would you clinch? See, look right there. He decides, I don't want to stand from that position, and, it's not in the jiu-jitsu guy's world. The jiu-jitsu guy didn't... That's the right answer. The moment somebody starts backing up, come in for those little ankle picks, start going for those little sweeps, deny their ability to stop grappling with you.
What I like is this wrestler, when he pins the arm, he pins it above, towards the head.
Yep.
And it really reduces the jiu-jitsu guy's mobility.
Yeah, great thought going for the Kimura there. Start hipping out a little bit more if I was him, but I imagine that wrestler guy has pretty damn good pressure from that spot. Depending on how far you got that grip, I think honestly that black belt needs to kind of move over a little bit, focus more on the elbow. It'll be a little easier to rip that arm out. With that left arm over the shoulder, it's kind of tough to get enough leverage. See there, you had to let go, but now go back for it. Go now, just hip, go.
He's basically almost got it, right?
Yeah, but he's a little flat right now. He's getting driven flat by that wrestler's head and the shoulder. Now
dude, that has happened to me too. Where the head goes right in the armpit and you can't even bring it down.
Yeah.
He's gonna pick that ankle.
Yeah, let's see if he does a shuttle sweep or something. I think that's what he's trying to do. But if you can't control the ankles because you got your hands, you can't do it, right? And there, he just denies and goes away, right? And it's how do you keep him with you is the question. Because otherwise now he's probably just gonna get tossed here again.
Yeah.
Very interesting. The jiu-jitsu guy continues to go for that collar tie. And there was no that little outside trip, right? There was no off balancing to set that up.
Wow.
So it's really hard to do those takedowns when you don't off balance them like that. That guy was, he tried a little bit with the collar tie, but I don't think it was really too much of an effort.
This is in the Czech Republic, by the way. I looked at the channel. Třinec is a city in the Czech Republic. So shout out to Czech viewers. Shout out to this channel. I will put it in the description and pinned comments.
Great beer out there. Very nice people. Also, Prague is just gorgeous.
Trying to break the posture here.
Yep. I wonder why he's not going for more triangles. I imagine they're... it looks like he's trying to do it now. But I imagine it's a little easier to get on somebody who doesn't quite know what's going on than a Kimura.
The wrestler does that again.
Right. The disengage, the ability of wrestling to just disengage. And look how exhausted that jiu-jitsu guy is trying to go. This is a thing you have to be able to do is continue to force people to grapple with you.
Yep. And
very nice. But you got to get on top now. Right? That was a wasted opportunity. There's the low single leg. Very hard to do on somebody
who's a wrestler
who's already based out.
He's going to go for the choke too. I thought he was going to go for the choke.
I think he was trying to sit back and try to come up again, which was a good thought, but it's hard. Let's see. He's going to try to look for that right arm underhook.
Right here, Kid Dale would just grab my neck and just compress my spine.
Oh, did they do the forearm on the neck thing too?
Oh, he just laces it up from half guard and just compresses you.
And so what he does by that too, right, is it makes your underhook weak because your head cannot be close to your arm and your shoulder. So the further that separation, the harder it is to really use that underhook effectively. Mm-hmm. There we go. Go. Do it. Do it. Yes, come up on top.
Nice.
Oh, too exhausted, man. Too exhausted. And this is just position over, position, just being in dominant position from the top. Makes it easier.
Lots of options here, right?
Yeah. He I don't know what the wrestler's gonna do. I don't know if he'll spin to the back or not, but yeah, you can sit out if you're the bottom guy. If you're underneath, you're the jiu-jitsu guy right now, you can try to sit out. I really love, depending on, I think he's got double overs wrapped up. Yeah, it looks like a double overs, just trying to break him down, which is awesome. Great job by the wrestling dude. I'm a big fan of the sucker drag from the bottom, especially when people have the head and arm. I think it's one of the better moves that I've picked up from wrestling to incorporate in jiu-jitsu. It's kind of like feed people the illusion that they're going to get like a head and arm guillotine and then sucker drag. It's a little hip escape. Trying to roll over the top for an armbar, maybe. Possibly, but no. You gotta control that posture.
He's getting pretty tired of this.
Yeah,
one.
I think he's just exhausted. It sucks getting thrown. Yeah. It's demoralizing.
He's probably still thinking about it, right? That suplex.
Yeah, and his body is just, in shock.
Yeah, totally.
And this is hard. I think that I'm not sure if he's actually a black belt, by the way. I think he's a blue belt. Just looking at his movement, and also I think that I can't tell the color.
Yeah, his belt disappeared.
Yeah, it's disappeared inside his gi there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and if he's super. Yeah, like that shot wasn't set up at all, so like it's very easy to sprawl on that. And now he's getting cross-faced and crushed.
Oof. Ouch.
Yeah, that's really unpleasant. I mean, using the lockdown to kind of make that, like, bring that guy's hips lower to make the crossface harder is definitely the right idea.
Ooh, he's trying to use his lapel.
I was like, was he trying to do a lapel choke or something?
Could do a straight arm lock there.
Yeah. If I was a wrestler, I'd try to force that knee to mount, but I can't see it looks like he's got his foot trapped in lockdown. So, good little recovery, back to guard, but that's just, But you got to be able to do something with it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Got to hip out. So
this wrestler definitely has fought jiu-jitsu people before, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
I can't tell. I don't think so.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe. But
nice.
Nothing very nice little inside trip. But nothing extensive. If anything, I'd guess that maybe some judo exposure to like arm locks and stuff, but
I see.
Oh. It's possible that somebody might have just said, like, hey, keep your head aligned with his head.
Right. Or just, like, don't let him control your hands or something like that. Yeah, some basic stuff with really good positioning. And
I could totally gift wrapped him here if you...
Yeah. And also, like, I don't see any passing attempts, right? That sucks.
Was that a knee on the throat?
Yeah, I think he was trying to push his chest down to deny him from reaching up on him.
I see.
That's one of like...
Oh, no!
Beautiful hip toss. He knew that jiu-jitsu dude was going to come right at him and try to like do a little like shot or clinch again. And yeah, this is just exhausting.
Wow.
No! Very nice.
Shaking a mountain crucifix here.
Yeah, you can't see. You got to be able to know. You got to be able to wrestle, man.
Wow.
See, but then, like, here's a real, like, if he was a little bit better, the jiu-jitsu guy, pretty easy back take from here. Like, that left arm being so high. Yep, and see, let's use that underhook to go out the back door, but no. You see his head is going the opposite side. That underhook is very weak now, and that wrestler has an amazing, it looks like he got a head and arm guillotine.
I see. So Czech wrestling, man. To anyone, any Czechia people, if you guys want to contact us, we would love to talk to you.
Shout out to Czech wrestling.
Shout out to Czech wrestling, man. I think one of the most important things I'm learning just from the commentary that Kyle's providing is jiu-jitsu guy needs to know, okay, when the wrestler decides I'm not going to engage with you, how do you keep him?
Right.
How do you keep him? The jiu-jitsu guy didn't know how to do it.
Yeah, he just let him go, right? He has no instincts built, no strategy for when a guy wants to disengage. Like, that was a really good prime opportunity. If he knew how to do a little bit more wrestling, to, okay, great, I've off-balanced him, I've tripped him. How do I keep that wrestler continuing to grapple with me? Same thing from close guard, too. The thing you notice, like, right now is he's not pulling with his knees forward to break wrestler. Right. They're very low on his hips. And I kind of noticed that throughout the whole video. And that's another thing where, you know, what if they just want to keep standing up?
Yeah.
You have to build those muscle memories into it in your training. Otherwise... And so I think that, you know, for the people watching or listening, try and incorporate this into like positional sparring or even just regular sparring, which is if the guy on bottom stands up and disengages, he wins, right? So, you know, make that a winning consequence so that then in your training you will always focus on how do I prevent people from doing that. So we do a lot of positional sparring at our gym where that is a win condition for the bottom guy is if they get to a dominant position, if they tap you, sweep you, take your back, whatever, or stand up. They can stand up and disengage. You have lost.
Yeah.
It is the responsibility of the person who wants to continue doing jiu-jitsu to force people to grapple with you. Yeah, like didn't see, just disengaged. And now you got to start the process over, especially in a situation where this guy is obviously a much better takedown artist.
Yeah.
You got to have some sort of element that forces him. Like, that's a really weak outside trip attempt. And even here, you know, there's still time where you can... I found it sometimes a little easier to out-wrestle people here when I'm already on the leg who are better wrestlers than me because it's the entries and the setups from standing are its own thing. That's its own skill set. It takes time to build, but you know, right here, obviously, doing a lot of controlling the wrist. Big thing, if I was a jiu-jitsu guy, to do is probably get my hands together and then fight the grips from there, as opposed to trying to fight them when your arms are all spread out like that. Yeah, and right now, what's preventing the wrestling guy from just standing up and disengaging? Right, not very much. The leg across the back, maybe a little bit, but not so much, really. Right. There's no posture control, and look, here he goes. Exactly, right? So this is a thing that we kind of take a little bit for granted sometimes in grappling, is that people want to pass our guard, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What if they just go get away from you? Right here, right now, right, go. Like that instinct, his instinct was to sit back down when that wrestling guy started to get back to his feet, as opposed to go and drive through. And that is an instinct you have to build. And if your instinct is to sit back when the other guy stands up, it's not good.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
You're gonna be in this situation.
Exactly. Wow, this was great, man. Again, shout out to both of these people who took part in this.
Hustle.
Thank you, man. Guys, Kyle Calkins. If you want to see him on Fight Commentary BJJ, he's on there. He's also on Fight Commentary Chats. So if you want to hear more about his journey, how he knows this much, you'll find out by going to Fight Commentary Chats.
Thanks, folks.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. This was amazing. Rob, Jerry, and Kyle, Fight Commentary Breakdowns. Hey.